So this video, we're going to be talking about buying a cash car. Coming up next. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing today. So today's topic is buying a cash car. Let's go. What is a cash car? A cash car is typically a car that's used. Not so much a used car from a dealer, but actually a car you buy, you're able to buy cash from usually Craigslist, OfferUp, a neighbor, or something you drive by down the street that has a for sale sign. You're actually buying from the actual personal owner. So let's go ahead and talk about buying a cash car. Why do we buy a cash car? The number one reason is because they're cheap, they're affordable, and something you like and you're able to drive, hopefully. Now, at the end of the day, there's really no pros and cons about buying these type of cars. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a pro or it's going to be a con. You really don't know. And like you're going to a dealer and the dealer says, hey, we did all the maintenance, there's nothing wrong with it, bring it back. Because at the end of the day, you are buying from a private party. And depending if the party is a scammer or not, that's the risk you're taking. So everything we're going to be going over today is not going to be so much a pro or a con. It's going to be kind of a little bit of both of everything. So the one big great thing about it is, like I was saying, is you buy straight from the owner, you pay it off, there's no payments. This is probably number one people like about these type of cars because you have no payment to really worry about. You actually own the car outright. So if times get tough, you are able to sell the car, get a lien on it, or whatever it may be. Now this is definitely an option. Don't really recommend it, but that's definitely an option. And so another thing I want to talk about is when you're buying this car, you got to realize it's an old car. You're not going to buy a brand new car from an actual third party. Most brand new cars are sold on the lot from dealers. Now, when you're buying this old car, the number one question you got to ask yourself is, why is the seller selling it? Now, of course, there's a lot of explanation they could give you, but at the end of the day, you do got to make a wise decision on saying if this is a good running car. Now, if you never bought any type of used cars before, so what I'm going to do is, so it'll be around here somewhere, is a link to Chris Fix. He does go over all the steps of how to buy a used car from a third party at a fair price. So another thing is you got to be careful when you're buying this type of car is the title. Now, there are a lot of mobile apps you could download, a lot of websites you get on now. This is actually really beneficial for everybody because nowadays we have smartphones and we're able to do a little research while they're looking at their car negotiating. Now, number one thing we want to look up is your title. We want to make sure they have a clean title and it's not salvage. Now, what is a salvage title? Usually it's a title that's been rebuilt. Usually like the car's been in a bad accident, flood, been on water, whatever the case may be, the insurance said this car's not worth it, we're getting rid of it, we can't insure it no more. But a lot of these cars can save you a lot more money. But this, like I said, this is like not a pros and cons about anything because it could go vice versa because you will pay less in insurance, but not all insurance carriers will insure a salvage car. Now let's talk about, you bought the car. Now we got to do maintenance on it. Now with these type of cars, technically there will be a lot more maintenance involved versus you buying a used car certified or a brand new car. Now the reason why you have to do more maintenance because at the end of the day, you made this investment. You want to make sure your investment stays. And you don't want to buy something relying on someone's word. So if they said they replaced the brakes, you might want to look at that and inspect that. If you don't know anything about that, of course, the guy I linked up earlier has great information regarding this. So definitely look him up and see how to inspect your cars. So on the topic of maintenance, let's talk about replacement parts. Now, when replacing parts, there are a lot of different places you could go to find your parts. A lot of them could be in your city, online. The thing is, they're actually more cheaper than a newer used car or a new car. Since a car is probably already a few years old, anywhere from about like 5 to 10 years old. So the parts are gonna be a little more cheaper. And another great thing is, these parts you could probably find used at a junkyard. So this is what I mean, this whole topic here, it's gonna be a pro or con. Now, I went ahead and we bought a cash car ourselves. Now, the person we bought it from bought a newer vehicle and was just sitting there. And at first, I didn't really believe him, expect the car, did everything right, and actually ended up being a really good car for me. So we bought this car about a year ago, and it's actually running fine. There's a few things that's happened I did have to do, like our window regulator did stop working on us. We need new brakes on there. The headliner still needs to be fixed. So there's a little things that I ran into. But at the end of the fact, you know, I did buy it from a good third party. I did do my research. So if this is something you're looking into buying from Craigslist, OfferUp, or from any third party or private party, definitely do your research. What kind of research you want to do is you want to follow up on the vehicle, you want to make sure the title's clear, and you want to see if there's any recalls that have been replaced or haven't been replaced. So definitely do your research on everything. Alright guys, so I really hope this video did help you, make a decision on what kind of car you should buy. But other than that, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.